Okie dokie, my face has appeared to have disappeared. Even though it is plugged in, my face is not there. Some may say this is a bonus, some may say otherwise. But I know that, frankly, I've got no idea what's going on. Properties, let me see if I can quickly fix it. It says, what has happened? Do I dare deactivate it? I just did dare deactivate it. Is it gonna... Frankly, I don't know. Well... Yeah, that's a strange one. Normally it's fine, but hello there. Happy Monday. Welcome to another fabulous day of painting. We have got Lemartes. Lemartes... My personal Lemartes. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Painstakingly crafted. Painstakingly crafted. This is he is a saucy boy. He has also been sitting around for ages and ages and ages, and nothing has happened to him. And I thought, well, it's October, right? That's spooky. What's up, Jammy? How you doing, you saucy beast? Happy Monday is the word I'm going to stick with. How you doing? So, this is my Lemartes conversion. I'm just dusting him off because, my gosh, there is a lot of dust. Just in general. Quite an expensive conversion. This one. I've got Ragnar Blackmane, Primaris, Chaplain on the bike. The base of that one Ravengard miniature. I purchased it mostly for the backpack. The backpack in the end I didn't go with because I didn't like it, and then I ended up using the base from the Ravengard geezer, so it did get used. That's some expensive kits already. I've got the left arm from a Primaris Lieutenant, I believe. Right here. Yeah, it's not a cheap kit. It's gonna chill till he grabs some food, then start basing some metallics. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about. Base those metallics. I'm trying to remember what colours I used. Folks, I'm having a bit of a disaster because I know that I used... I did, in fact... Like, just imagine a really handsome chap in this corner. I don't quite know why the web camera's not working, truth be told. I can just unplug it and plug it back in again, right? Maybe? I don't know. It was working before, and then now it's not working. Anyway, regardless. So the wings I've done neutral grey. Vallejo model colour neutral grey, etc. We'll probably highlight them up a little bit more in some bright spots once it's in position on the body. Excuse me. And obviously this is the Black Templars. You'll recognise this if you like the Black Templars. That is that little geezer from there. Just chilling on the back, going for a ride with a Sanguinary Guard backpack. From the Marshal's backpack. So, I am going to finish highlighting and shading like this thing once I've attached it to his body, but for now, I just wanted access to everything because I knew that we're going to have disasters painting it, and disasters we've had. So, I've got to do some edge highlighting on this gold. I've got to do some shading on the gold. We've got to do some... yeah, so the gold needs tidying up, as you can see. So we're going to break out Retributor armor. Reno! You're very stuck... Join us. Make the best decision. Join... Just get them. Get some Black Templars. It looks like, according to my vote, my... the current poll... I think it's a command. Current poll. But you always want... Listen, you can get him as well. Reno, what I would say is... So in Imperium magazine, Bobby G is going to make an appearance. Those magazines are, I think, £8 each. And I think he's going to... It's a £30 model, but now, obviously, I don't know Imperium Magazine, like how they're going to be doing how they're going to be breaking it up. I think they're going to be splitting him into 2 different magazines. Would they do a third? I think they're going to do 2 magazines, so you can always get Bobby G later. There's plenty of room on the Eternal Crusade Express, exactly. Always be crusading. I'm just trying to find my paintbrush. I'm almost glad... Right. So, sorry, I just had a message. I'm very... Frankly, I'm irked that the webcam is not working. I had my hair all done. It's all fluffy and fantastic. No, it's not really. It's as terrible as it always is, really. Properties. Deactivate. Activate. Oh! There I am! Anyway. I almost wish it wasn't working now. So, as I was trying to say, Retributor armor. Let's get some of that slapped on there. I'm just trying to find the right brush. Found it. This brush is... Oh, it's pain. It's pain. I'm going to need another metallic brush soon. Because there's something already weird going on in here. It like after a bit it sort of splits. So I've got to be quite quick with this. I've got to drink some coffee as well really quickly. Because it's now gone cold. Just the right temperature when you can just neck the entire cup of coffee. So I was just doing an unboxing video before stream started, which is why I'm a bit all over the place. Basically, I now have Space Dwarves. The Leagues of Votann finally decided to show up. So I'm now an owner of not just a Lonely Heart. No, just kidding. That's an absolute tune, though. Love that track. In fact, right after this stream, I'm going to bang it on the computer and listen to it. So the plan is I got to re-highlight this particular gold section on this geezer, reshade it, reshade this red shoulder pad, edge highlight it, figure out a saucy transfer for him. Reno, what I would say to you is get everything. That's what I would say to you. However, a more sane thing is, Reno, what you could do, what I could suggest is if you find yourself conflicted between wanting both, what you could potentially do is you could get a kill team of... You get a kill team of both of them, really. Powerwolf. Not Ultramarines, no, I know. Very cost effective, exactly, Jammy. Like the Imperium magazine is cost effective for those sorts of things. Yeah, no, Reno. So what I would suggest, like, if you can't really make your mind up, maybe get a kill team of Ultramarines or put a kill team together. You don't have to play kill team, but you could put it's a squad of like 10 miniatures or something, right? Or you could do a kill team of Black Templars. It won't break the bank, and it'll get you painting. It'll get you painting the blue of the sweet blue of the Ultramarines, and also the lovely black armor of the Black Templars. And then you can kind of, I don't know, make your mind up, I guess. That's usually what I go to. Like for Age of Sigmar, I normally say check out the Warhammer Underworlds war bands for kind of checking out different paint schemes and armies and that kind of jazz. But it's not. We don't really have the luxury of that in 40k. 40k is all about suffering, and they really make you suffer by not having something similar. Also, Powerwolf, you salty beast. How the hell are you, sir? I hope you're well. Now, the issue is, I've got to remember what golds I use to highlight. Yeah, Reno, I mean, like, I would say, I mean, I could also say get one of each. Well, get a combat patrol from both of them, right? Like the regular Space Marine combat patrol and the Black Templars combat patrol. Then you could potentially. You could always add, if you end up liking the Black Templars, then you could always use the other combat patrol to you just get another upgrade sprue of the Black Templars and just add that to the other combat patrol. A friend pointed out having the Black Templars and orcs. It is exactly so. It is very thematic. Yeah. I mean, as you know, it looks like so on that current poll. I did do the thing right. Let's have a look at it. Currently, the Black Templars are winning. Just by 3%. I'm going to try. I will run it for at least a week, so a couple more days. I did say initially Friday, but, you know, I don't know if we'll run it that far. But we'll make sure it's at least a week. But currently Black Templars are winning. As is their right. So, I've got to... I might have to make a proper look at. So I have already painted this up. This is a YouTube video already, painting the armor. I think I am going to go around and edge highlight all of the armor with pale grey blue. Like all the armor panels. I'm not entirely thrilled about how I've done it, so I'm going to have to go back and refine it. But we're going to be working on this shoulder pad this one right here today. And I do need to check out... Hopefully I've recorded the gold. Painting of the gold somewhere. I don't know if I have. We'll see. Oh, hold on. There we go. Right. Like the OBS chat thing used to work all the time. Now it's not. If you, yeah, it's very tedious. So I did an unboxing video of the Leagues of Votann. It's going to be a very quick and dirty video. it's not going to be it's not going to be as magnificent as you might normally expect from me, right? Earth. We are going to go back and re-highlight this gold. I've got to remember which golds I used. I think I definitely used Liberator gold. He's now been rescued and returned to the fatherland and your workplace. Hold on. I missed out on a bit of chat there. You just spend the better part of 2 hours looking for one of your bolt action figures that disappeared into the ether when it slipped off your desk. Could say I did not see that coming or falling. Yeah, the sacrificing miniatures to the floor is always tedious. I sacrificed my Leviathan head. I built it up on stream. I turned away to do a raid as I turned away, I thought I saw it fall onto the floor, and I thought, okay, fine. When I've done the raid thing and said hello and all that sort of stuff, I can rotate back and find the head. It disappeared. I have no idea where it went. I am slightly irritated about it. Yeah, that's all I got to say on that matter. Trying to find a spare part is not easy. At all. So, I'm going to break out. I'm going to use Agrax, I think, just for this bit of gold. Or at least the shaded part of it. Yeah, Jammy, it is. I didn't find it. I don't know where it went. Into the ether. Into the ether. It's alright. It's okay. Alright. So, Agrax Earthshade. Yeah, this brush is going. Not in a good way. Yeah, look at that. That is that is not a good time. I might have to completely rinse the brushes after this stream and before the Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/GloriousBadger, where we do delicious segues all the time. And really frustrated about not having chat in OBS. It used to be there, and now it's gone. It's just broken. Session expired. What? What are you talking about? Stupid. I just do this? I don't want to connect with Twitch. Why are you trying to connect me with bloody Twitch? We're not on Twitch, we're on YouTube. Stupid thing. Anyway. I'll show you one. I'll show you one Leviathan head. In just a second. So I got one for my Imperial Fists. I got the plastic kit, right? I got the plastic kit. It was recently released over on for Forge World, not from Forge World, from GW. I have the resin kit already, which is right here. I did a little painting tutorial. I did a short which went up onto TikTok. So the Leviathan head looks like this, right? It's similar-ish to the Contemptor Dreadnought, but just different enough to be irritating. So this is the one for one of my Leviathans. In fact, the Forge World one. But there's a plastic version now, and that plastic head has gone AWOL. It's terrible. It's terrible. You'll find it when moving out, I know, Jammy. Speaking of moving out. Today is the day we find out if the people buying the house are actually decent people and going to stick to what they said. So I guess we're at close of business today. We find out. If they do stick to their word, then it means I've got to rapidly start packing things up. I've sort of vaguely started packing a few things, but the pressure will be on. PG stream, we're very PG. Or you could whack a stocking around the... Wait, hold on. I started reading that. Jamie, I read that. I started reading that sentence. I was like, what? Where is that sentence going? So you put a stocking around the long bit of a Hoover. Actually, that is a good point. I never thought. I don't have stockings lying around though. I would have to go and buy some. That is a good point though. I've never thought about that. I think genuinely when we move out we'll find it, and by then it'll be too late. You know, I'll have sourced another part. A sock would probably, yeah, I think a sock would. I don't know. I don't have many socks. I don't really like wearing socks and shoes around the house, and I don't really go out a huge amount, so like the need for them is not huge. But we do have this little name plaque on his shoulder pad, which I've been forgetting to paint. I don't want to paint it gold. Or do I? Do I want to paint it gold? What do you reckon? Or I could just like do rack off like a scroll. Like kind of, we haven't finished highlighting this up. That could be the way to, I mean, it looks like it's metal and it's been riveted in place. So we either go gold, or we go steel or silver. I don't know. What is the time though? It is 2 o'clock. I am streaming on time, right? Toast. What goes on to the toast? That is the question. It's perfectly normal to assemble your German infantry with a dance remix of Eric and Panzerlight on in the background. I'm sure it is. Powerwolf. I'm sure it is. Anything to get you in the mood, right? I mean, what was that miniature? I can't even remember. I didn't even know where I was going with that. My brain just went all over the place. Just the butter jammy? No Marmite? Marmite and cheese sandwich. Yes. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Yeah, I think I need to order new brushes. It's getting quite terrible over here. Really not a good situation. However, we do have to paint. Got to bring the colour back onto these things. So, ugh. The hell is going on with that? So on with the pallid witch flesh onto these scrolls. Or purity seals or whatever they're supposed to be. Same stuff. I don't think I'm going to be writing on them. There's probably enough room for me to do that, but is there enough patience? Ultimately, that is the question. Chat is now... It's really frustrating, OBS. Really frustrating. Reno, I'm very... Okay, I think the general standpoint is, from myself, I'm very happy that Guard are finally getting new miniatures, right? That's a good time. Happy days. As I understand it, though, now I'm no expert in lore. As I understand it, Cadia did indeed get exploded, right? That's what happened, as far as I understand. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that one. People will have to let me know. I don't. Anyway, I do understand the point of having some just like generic infantry, right? So from that standpoint, it's a good thing. I like the heavy ordnance batteries. I didn't like the rocket launcher thing. I like the big cannon artillery piece and the really heavy las cannon. That is a good time. Sentinel, yeah, whatever, fine. I never really liked them. Definitely never owned them. Potentially with the new Rogel Dawn battle tank thing coming along. Very happy for that as well. I'm really hoping that they're going to do some kind of upgrade sprees for Talon, Valhallan, Mordian Ironguard, Praetorians, Vestroyan. I mean, the Vestroyans are far too fabulous for a simple upgrade sprue. I don't really see how an upgrade sprue would really... Because not only did they have the fluffy hat and, you know, the respirator, they had like a whole load of regalia and all that kind of stuff over them. So an upgrade spree probably might not work. I think it seems like a lost opportunity at the moment. Hopefully in the future they'll bring out something. I would love it if they bring out, like, even Talon I keep getting tempted by. Abby did a big bang. You're a simple man with simple pleasures, and I'm not too keen on... You're not too keen on the old Marmite? Wow. That's alright, Jammy. It's okay. The planet did, but Krieg got a lot of the population off planet. So there's still a bunch of Cadians running around. Yeah, but the amount of wars they get to, that number's going to diminish, right? You know, they're going to get put through the meat grinder. And, you know... That's a finite population. Surely. Commissar model. I like the overcoat. And it did seem very kind of austere. Which is, like, not fancy. I reckon potentially if they did a really big hat, that would have been quite... That might have been a bit too funny. Hat size could have been a bit bigger, though, I think. But I did like the overcoat. And Karskin, as I like to call them, the Karskin, they're coming out in the new Kill Team, which is up for pre-order this weekend, I believe. Could claim a new planet, new Cadia. Yeah, come on. Valhallans? Talon? There are like other regiments, like, you know, the main other regiments. So Talon, Valhallan, Mordian Ironguard, Praetorian, the Vestroyan, Death Corps of Krieg. I mean, Forge Worlds have already got them, and we do have some plastic ones of those already. Fine. What are the other regiments out there? Like, I know they're the Armageddon Steel Legion, the Necromunda. What do they call themselves? Is that Spiders? I'm not sure about those. Anyway, saying that, new generic army, fine. Right. I would just like to see some fancy ones. That's all I want. Oh yeah, those ones as well. The Katashin, of course. How could I forget them? Chem dogs, yes. The what do they call these? Does it begin with S? I'm sure I watched an army list. A bat rep the other day with the chem dogs. Chem dogs. That is the Savlar chem dogs. The Savlar Chem Dogs are a penal legion of the Imperial Guard, composed of some of the most hardened criminals and desperados in Imperium. Recruits are drawn from prisons on the planet, Savlar by the promise to allow them to keep anything they take from the battlefield, as well as a chance to get away from Savlar's highly toxic environment. Savlar, or Twitter. The Twitter Chem Dogs. There we go. We've renamed it for a new modern thing. So the Twitter Chem Dogs, Yeah. Okay. So they go around just yoinking stuff. More often than not than stolen from other Imperial Guard regiments. Many troopers will often carry non-standard gear into battle, ranging from improvised armor and stolen Vox equipment to Archaeotech. So standard Savlard pattern, rebreather. Huh. I seem to remember do they have some funky rules with their flame weapons? Or something like that. I know there's a hellhound which spews out chemicals. What's up, Connie? How you doing, dude? Saucy beast. Isn't the big tease at the moment Dark Mechanicus? I believe so, yeah. Ken dolls. Proxying has gone too far. Yeah, it has. But it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Because then, obviously, there's the Ken and Barbie. Were there any other characters? I don't know anything about them. All I know is the name Ken and Barbie. So, Nikki, how you doing? What's cracking? We are painting my miniature, my conversion. I'm currently sort of struggling with this brush, unsurprisingly. Connie, how are things in the future? Can I hilariously ask for like winning lottery numbers, etc.? Is that an option? So yeah, this is a conversion that I did a while ago. It turns out it's quite expensive. Multiple kits were used. And rather than going to a bit store, I just bought the entire kits. Like an idiot. I hate to think actually how much this kit cost. The Savlon Kent. Oh god. Oh god. Quiet and calm. Oh, perfect. That's what I like to hear, dude. I like to hear that. Obviously, so yeah, we have like the new Kill Team stuff that's coming up this week, this Saturday. Pre-order. Make sure you have indeed wiggled your eyebrows and voted on this, because currently Black Templars are winning. I'm all about painting some Black Templars. Necrons have got 6%. There has been almost no interest in Necrons. Sad times. Black Templars are just ahead though, 35%, with Orcs coming in at 32%. I'm going to run it for at least a week, so at least 2 more days, potentially Friday. Oh, and we're going to be working on his backpack. Oh, we might as well start highlighting the scrolls on his back as well. I'm going to move that over for a second. Yeah, I decided I need to get this miniature finished. He's been staring at me on the desk for way too long, and it's been a bit depressing. So I figured it's October. Vampires are scary, apparently. He is a space vampire. So it kind of fits, as far as I'm concerned. I've got no idea what we're going to be painting up next week. Something equally as scary. Gonna wait for that to dry. I'm gonna highlight it all the way up to white. I don't, as I said earlier, I don't think I'll be doing squiggly writing on it. We will see. Then what else this week is gonna hold for us? I can't see myself painting this miniature all week. I've already got his head mostly done. Right here. Do we have... Oh, God. I'm going to have to reboot this OBS. It's so frustrating. So I've already got his head mostly painted. Once it's in place and I've got the... you know, I can figure out the light source properly. I can add a few more highlights, but his head is mostly done. We got to do the torso mode. That's the main issue of the day. But we've also got the backpack of doom. We are going to spend... Excuse me. I hate painting feathers. I am going to have to do some more highlighting on these feathers, but frankly, the less time I can spend painting the feathers, the happier I'm going to be. I think they are the work of the devil. We've got to highlight this skelly. So we'll be breaking out the bleach bone, screaming skull, and ivory as well pretty shortly. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the dreaded dollop of white paint in there and then kind of spray it with like a light blue turquoise color for sort of a pseudo jet thing. Not Jet from Gladiators or whatever that TV show was called. Definitely not Jet from that fine show. Painting on camera. Yeah, pretty much. Good enough for Disney. Got to keep an eye on the time. We've got 15 minutes left here before we are going to be continuing to paint up this bad boy over on Twitch. At twitch.tv/GloriousBadger. Yeah. Still trying to come up with a name change for this channel. I've been pondering the name change on Twitch as well. I don't know. I suppose it ultimately depends on continuing, like streaming mini painting at least, I guess. Ooh, hello, where are you going? Okay. Comradson, hello. Jets, I know. Ugh. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. My God. Conradson, how you doing today? Happy Monday to you. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for a lovely new week? Doing some sweet, some lovely painting, etc. What is... I'm very frustrated with OBS at the moment. It's not behaving as it should do. Misbehaving all over the place. Hopefully I can remember to kind of fix it later. I am eyeing up a new bot. I know over on Twitch. Chat of changing from Phantom bot, which is like my long-term bot, but like there's, you know, there are fancier things out there. I don't really want to, but I don't know. Maybe when I move, maybe when I move house, we can do an entire new sort of re everything. Teleworking. I don't know what teleworking is. I know what teleworking is, though, Conradson. Hopefully it's not too stressful, though. You return with tea and toast and butter, white bread or brown bread, or if you gone with something fruity, if you got something else, some other variety of bread, maybe indeed a fruit bread. Yeah, so I am going to edge highlight all of these panels, like over on Twitch today. I got a bit frustrated with it early. Wasn't quite how I was wanting it to look. Computing, working from home, I can access your service from home. Do they pay for your internet? Like these, like, that has always interested me. Like with the, if they say you can work from home, do they pay for your internet? Or they say, well, it's either work from home or you come into work. Having not been in that situation, like all my jobs have been kind of, you've got to go into work. There is no alternative. Like working in theatre, there was no kind of remote set changing options or anything, which would have been interesting. It's basically having a robot do my work for me. Okay. I'm absolutely going to get some tea and toast, though. I definitely need some tea and toast very shortly. Ouch. So this is our base for our miniature. We're going to go, I think, with a sandy desert for this. We've got some skulls going on, so I need to smack down some sort of sandy colours. You're not a fan of fruited bread? Don't worry, I got you. I'll have all the fruited bread. Like sultanas. I love a sultana. You still have an office to visit, but before COVID, we were already working 2 days a week from home. Oh, okay. Huh. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if work's doable from home and you're productive from home, what's the difference? I do read occasionally people go, oh, but people miss out on the on all the creativity that you get from working in a group. Meanwhile, people who hate working in groups be like, no, don't know what you're talking about. I hate working in groups. I'll happily stay at home working. I get more done in the comfort of my own home than I get working in some office with people I don't really want to be around. Potentially. I don't know. Maybe I'm being cynical. Exactly that. I can work from home if I want. I keep forgetting that work from home is woofer. If I want, but the office is there with internet, so they don't pay for it at home. Also, saving so much without commute. Exactly. It'd be a difficult argument. It would. No, that is a fair point there, Nikki. Yeah. That is a very fair point. Like, when I was working at Lion King Theatre, 6 days a week, and I was living down in Brighton, commuting up to London 6 days a week. Even when I was lucky enough to get the sort of £5 return ticket, this was back 10 years ago now, admittedly. More than that, in fact. £5 return ticket. It was still kind of pricey, and then I was still spending like an hour and a half commuting each way. Sometimes. Like 3 hours of absolute pain. You're not a fan of dried fruit? The texture is deeply unpleasant to you? Ah, okay. I do understand that as a thing, Jammy. Absolutely. Like, for me, I like dried fruit on the majority. There was, so an ex-girlfriend, like, when I was living in the States, she cooked up like a dish from her home, which was like, it was Korean seaweed soup. It was a real struggle. I mean, obviously she put time and effort into making it for me, and I tried it. I was like, I'm so sorry. This is the texture of the seaweed was just revolting, and I couldn't cope with it. Everything else was delicious, but that soup was vile. Oh my god. That's what the Switch is exactly. Well, Nikki, when I used to commute into work, I was reading the entire time. I just plowed through about a couple of books a week working there. It was great. I mean, it wasn't so good for the amount of books that I was reading. Constantly buying new books. So what do we got to do on this miniature today? We've got the ivory to pick out on the skull. Probably got the ivory to do on... Well, we got the base to kind of start working on. We got some more highlighting to do with the script work. We got the actual wax seals themselves to do with some Screamer Pink, and then I think Wazdaka Red. Potentially, we got to do this entire shoulder pad. We need to tighten the details up. It looks very shiny at the moment. I haven't put varnish over it. But we do need to put a Blood Angels transfer on, so we are going to have to varnish it relatively soon to get that thing on again before doing some other bits and pieces. We got the edge highlighting to this. We got this bit here, and we got all the edge highlighting of this thing. Now, the edge highlighting... So, for this miniature, I used pale grey blue. Not dark blue pale. No. Not pale blue. Not blue-grey pale. Where the bloody hell is it? But this colour here. Pale grey blue. These two are not the same colour. Okay, folks. This is the one we're using as our final highlight. I also used dark sea blue. I'm hoping I can find that because I kind of need it for today. Hopefully I'll find it very shortly. Basically, as soon as the stream finishes, I'm going to get some tea and toast. I'm gonna copy Jammy and get some tea and toast action going on. And also desperately try and find the right paint. Otherwise, the Twitch stream is going to be an interesting one. We do have various goals to do on Twitch this week. Well, this month, really. We shall see. I can't find that paint. That is an issue. Dark sea blue. Where are you? Found it. Yeah. Okay, so I basically used these two colours and Vallejo model colour black as the basis for the armour here. Hopefully I'll remember to put a link up in the corner when this video is finished rendering or whatever it does after this stream to an armour painting video of this miniature. We've got edge highlighting to do. He's like, the pieces are here. We just need to hurry up and finish him. We need to work on a desert base as well. So there's lots to do over on Twitch at twitch.tv/gloriousbadger. We're slowly wrapping up, folks. If you've made it this far and you haven't liked the stream yet, could you consider tickling that like button like you've never tickled it before? That would be majestic. If you've made it this far in like the VOD and you're not already subscribed, do consider subscribing as a way to catch future videos. And I'm going to eye up this poll again before we finish. We're at 35% on the Black Templars still. Black Templars look like they might be winning. Question is, do I get the Black Templars box set? Or do I get the army box, which has the codex in, which is probably admittedly out of date. It does come with a juicy set of transfers. And a Dreadnought rather than a... What else is in there? A Dreadnought, Emperor's Champion, which admittedly I already have, and the Marshal, which I kind of already have as well, which is... I could sell those on eBay. Potentially. Thank you very much. I see the likes trickling in. Thank you very much if you've done that, you little angels. Folks, yeah. We're going to continue painting up this guy. We've got a bit of tidying up to do on him. Here and there. Hopefully we can make some... It's not my finest conversion ever. Like this is a bit of a disaster here, but we're going to hopefully wing it as much as we can. So, I'm going to get my tea and toast, folks. I'm going to hit the end of this stream. I will see you over on Twitch at twitch.tv/gloriousbadger. Thank you very much if you've made it this far for hanging out with me today. I hope you're all having a lovely day thus far. And ready to paint all the beautiful things this week. I'm back tomorrow here on YouTube at 1:30 PM to paint some more stuff. Probably some more of this miniature, because there's no way I'm finishing all this miniature by tonight. I shall indeed, Jammy. Nikki, thank you very much. It's been great to see you. I will see you later. Thank you, and goodbye.